Hi everyone, I'm Michael Manrique and I'm one of the Habit Guys. We teach realtors prospecting habits so they finally become top producing agents. And welcome to the Realtor Habits Podcast, where agents don't need more stuff, they need better habits. Before we get into today's episode, I got a question for you. Are you ready to kick off 2025 with a bang? If you're tired of the same old grind and looking to make this your breakthrough year, listen up. Starting January 6th, we're launching the Habit University 2025 21-Day Success Boost Program, designed to help real estate agents like you build powerful habits, crush your goals, and unlock consistent success. Imagine having the confidence to prospect daily, the discipline to stay focused, and the systems to close more deals than ever before. That's what this program is all about. Seats are limited, and trust me, you don't want to be the agent who looks back and wishes they had joined. So, take action now. Secure your spot today. Head to www.habitguys.com/2025. Again, that's habitguys.com/2025. And let's start 2025 by dominating your market. Let's build your habits. Let's build your future. See you on January 6th. All right, let's get into today's episode. Today's episode is called From Excuses to Execution. Building habits of responsibility for better prospecting. If you've ever found yourself saying, I'll call them tomorrow, or, you know what, it's just not the right time, then this episode is for you. We'll uncover how excuses hold you back and explore research-backed strategies to build responsibility-driven habits that will transform your prospecting game. Let's dive in. Excuses are a universal human experience. According to Dr. Susan David, a psychologist at Harvard Medical School, excuses often stem from emotional discomfort or fear. When we feel overwhelmed or uncertain, our brain's natural response is to seek immediate relief, which often takes the form of procrastination or avoidance. For real estate agents, this might look like saying, no one will pick up at this time, or they'll think I'm annoying if I call them. Sound familiar? These statements protect us from perceived rejection, but cost us growth and success in the long run. A study published in Psychological Science highlights that our brains are wired for short-term gratification. Breaking free from excuse making requires rewiring our habits to focus on long-term rewards. So, how do we break free from excuses and take responsibility? It starts with recognizing the role of personal accountability. Psychologist Charles Duhigg, author of The Power of Habit, explains that habits form through a loop of cue, routine, and reward. When it comes to prospecting, excuses are often the cue. They trigger avoidance as the routine, and the reward is temporary relief. To shift this loop, we need to replace the routine of avoidance with action. Responsibility means owning the outcomes of your actions, or lack thereof. By committing to responsibility, you create a mindset shift from why can't I to how can I? For example, instead of saying I can't make calls because I'm busy, say I'll schedule 30 minutes for calls because it's a priority. Now, let's talk about building habits that prioritize responsibility. Here are 3 strategies rooted in research. Number 1, start small. BJ Fogg, author of Tiny Habits, emphasizes that big changes start with small actions. If making 20 calls a day feels overwhelming, well, guess what? Start with 2. Consistency builds confidence and momentum. Number 2, set clear goals. A study in Harvard Business Review found that people who set specific goals are 10 times more likely to achieve them. Instead of saying, I'll prospect more, say, I'll call 5 potential clients every day at 9 a.m. Number 3, track progress. Accountability increases when you track your efforts. Whether you use a CRM, a spreadsheet, or a journal, logging your calls and outcomes keeps you focused and responsible. Even with the best strategies, challenges will arise. Here's how to tackle common barriers. Number 1, fear of rejection. Remember, rejection isn't personal. Studies show that persistence often leads to success over time. Focus on the next yes, not the current no. Number 2, time management. Block time for prospecting in your calendar. Treat it as a non-negotiable, like a doctor's appointment. Number 3, low energy. Build energy-boosting habits like exercising, eating well, and practicing gratitude. Research from the Journal of Positive Psychology shows that gratitude increases motivation and resilience. Let me share a quick story. One of my students was terrified of calling expired listings. She always had excuses. They're too angry, it's too soon, or I'm just not prepared. We worked together to replace her avoidance habit with a responsibility habit. And she started small, calling just one expired listing per day. By tracking her progress and celebrating small wins, she gained confidence. Within 60 days, she secured 3 listings from expired leads. Excuses may feel comforting in the moment, but they're the enemy of progress. By taking responsibility and building habits that support consistent action, you can transform your real estate business. Remember, execution starts with small steps. Identify one excuse you've been making, commit to replacing it with action, and track your progress this week. If today's episode resonated with you, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a fellow realtor. And if you're ready to take your prospecting to the next level, check out our free resources. Go to habitguys.com/free. Thank you for tuning in to the Realtor Habits Podcast. Until next time, happy prospecting.